There we go. We should be live again. I fucking apologize. I don't know what the hell that was. But yeah.
In danger of my whole family being in here, you stupid.
Alright, we're gonna rewind it just a little bit. I think this is where we left off at.
Ben from FBI SWAT, let him know what's going on. Yeah. All right.
You said to turn the volume up.
When this is all over, y'all can get y'all's asses whooped.
Is that better, Rebecca, or is it my voice volume that needs to be turned up? Let me know. Just a little bit.
You see anything?
The pillows are moving. I can't see him there.
Shots fired by the police at the suspect. I cannot tell if he's down.
Nope, still shooting.
They don't hurry up, I'm gonna start smoking.
Alright, YouTube's back
Oh, I was
up.
going through anyway. Them motherfuckers. Every last one of these stupid pig fucks. In danger of my whole family being in here, you stupid fucking dumb motherfuckers.
I called the news. Channel 3 News is on their way.
You are
That'll help.
It's possible he's just reaching over the bed. I can't see his face. He's reloading.
He's reloading.
Shots fired.
He's shooting over the bed.
You got a shot on that bed. Take it.
Now they're just unloading. They don't even care.
Did you hear all that?
Oh my god.
No movement. I believe he's still in the back left corner there.
You want that evidence, you gonna pay some big bucks, buddy.
Through the door, I can just barely see movement behind the bed on the left side.
Rebecca, is everything coming in clear, like my voice and everything? Let me know.
He's still shooting at us.
Okay, we got Stream Elements. Looks like YouTube is back up again. Hopefully everything's back up.
That seems crazy.
gonna
Battery
get a
seeing the
new
muzzle
window
flap,
real
maybe.
quick.
Do we have
Bring
people
that over
outside of the
here.
hotel?
All the rooms on the backside should have been evacuated, and all the rooms over here.
Okay.
He's reloading.
Okay, so we don't know if he has a hostage in there or anything like that.
Just stay low, bro. Hey, come stack ammo for me.
Reloading.
Yep.
Hey. Watch out. You see where those rounds can fire them at the truck. Hey, he reloaded.
bunch of coward ass fucking motherfuckers.
There.
Hey, dude.
Pictures open.
You good?
Yep, I'm good.
Suppress it. Suppress.
YouTube, I just gotta edit.
Hold your fire. CR1, I gotta move. He's shot at me twice.
We can give them suppressant fire.
Tulo, load that thing up, get those guys in there, and let's get it over here as soon as you guys can.
Oh
Not
my
everybody
gosh.
out. We got everybody to the north side. You got a lot of old people in there.
One of these raggedy ass out here pulled in with us. Like, I pulled in and he pulled in beside us at 303. We're in 305. He just said, hey, it's about to go down.
Do you want any people in the bear?
Let's just get it up in front.
We have the bot. We can insert the bot once
Alright,
we're
we
ready,
are
but
good everywhere, it looks
Good
like,
drones
so
out.
that's
Joining,
good. My boss hasn't gotten back to me at all, so I assume that everything's fine. Not too sure. I mean, I called him like 15 minutes.
Per the drone, he's still in between the bed and that wall.
Well, we're not going to be able to do the robot. We're not going to be able to put it up there with us.
I'm trying to keep this as calm.
Hey,
Yeah.
Channel 3 News phone number.
Everybody in the building is right here, sir? Yeah. Okay. All right,
I have
need
no
everybody
idea.
on this north wall. Single file. Do not leave the cover of the building. Please quit filming, please, sir, and exit the building.
Hi, I am currently trying to get something on the news. Somebody just got shot. They evacuated the Crackle Barrel, but left me and my kids in my hotel room.
I love how she's trying to play fucking...
My kids are scared. They evacuated everybody, but left us here, knowing I have kids over here. What can I do?
Go into the bathroom. Yo, I love how the captions are like, go into the bathroom, maybe.
let me think about this. take ours, angle it this way, and just smash his truck.
You want to put some guys in there and open fire?
For lethal force, yeah.
We're open for business.
They haven't evacuated these rooms.
That's what I heard. So how many people's shot? How many shots have been fired?
A lot.
They want to push
A
that
lot.
guy's truck.
Oh my god. That's sad that the fucking sergeant doesn't even know.
I couldn't see inside the room. All you saw was just a haze.
I really hope that nobody got injured.
Get him, keep shooting.
The green light if you shoot the car armor.
Up it up.
Just stop right here at my truck so I can grab my gas mask and my rifle.
What's up, boys? Come on in. Fellas?
Alright, looks like they're loading up this Bearcat. I love how these people are just like not wanting to leave. Like, what the fuck is their problem?
This is very end unit, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Like, they just don't care.
He's been shooting through this wall? I see the holes now.
There's people. See this guy in the orange hoodie right here looking out the window?
Rayburn, behind the wall. Out of there.
Stop! I'm telling
can't
you,
hear
get
me?
out of there. He needs to get out of there. Jesus Christ! How are those people not out?
Hold on, let me you probably can't hear me on fucking what's it called? I've said submit. Testing. I think TikTok muted my audio. No, they did not. They just changed the testing. No, they fucking. I genuinely think that Hey, what's up, Megan on Twitch? I think TikTok muted my my audio. Device settings possibly. Let me try switching it to my main microphone. Okay, yeah, my main microphone. It's because I don't. Wait, yes, I do. I have fucking voice mod open. That's weird. Yeah, I have no idea what just happened. For some reason, I think that what's it called? Fucking TikTok muted my my audio because they said that I'm repurposing content. So I don't think that TikTok likes when you what is it called? Do react videos on here. I'm still gonna stay live though. I'm not gonna stop being live. But this might be the only Friday that I stream on TikTok when it comes to React Fridays.
Oh, they're pushing.
Hit it. Yes.
Oh, now they're pushing this guy's truck. Imagine that's not even his truck.
Let's go.
Fucking the jumping around. Oh my gosh. They're just now getting the MRAP on scene.
Their MRAP, I think what they're planning to do is push in that north wall.
They are excited. It's probably the most exciting thing that's happened to them.
Just stay out of. I don't know about you guys, but I can't see through this window for.
No.
If we could get that window completely taken out.
That would help a lot. You guys shooting this glass out?
Yeah, we're gonna try to take it out.
Wooden baton. Wooden baton. Wooden baton. Wooden baton.
I wonder why I kept saying wooden baton. Also, plans to shoot window
You're good,
from
Mike.
above.
Fire.
There we
Lower
go.
right.
Let me know if you see any movement.
Breaking very good, is it? No, it's not.
Imagine they do all this work and the guy's dead. Just fucking.
Set the whole place on fire.
Like he fucking just killed himself.
Wooden baton. Wooden baton.
31 shots just to break this glass and it's still not broken.
Someone tell him it's not the shooter.
That's OSP trooper shooting into the apartment.
Yeah, they're using window breakers.
Mike, stand by. Moving behind the bed.
Yeah, he's moving. He's still moving. He's rolling right. Far side of the bed. West side
Dude,
of the
like
room.
when was this guy in? Military? Like how is he still fucking alive? That's actually insane.
Tell them if they got a shot, shoot him. Heads up, guys.
Oh, there you go. 32 shots later.
I have a shot.
Alright, you moved pillows, that's good.
He's pointed a gun at me through the port. I engaged with a handful of rounds.
We could technically have casualties in those rooms right now and not know.
Where are we at,
Yeah, you probably could, because you guys didn't want to fucking search those rooms. Boss finally got back to me.
It's got a bunch of clothes and piled up. Those rounds are completely ineffective.
Where'd I hit?
Nothing.
Trash bag. In baton.
This is not taking that big chunk, Mike.
I got you. With baton. There you go. Good job, Mike. With baton.
There you go. You got any movement at all since I engaged? I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, there you go, Mike.
I got good vision through that window now. Still no movement.
Can we clear these rooms? Get people out.
I thought they said they did.
No. Yeah, see if they'll let us.
It wouldn't be in my report, I don't think.
Yeah. So I'm looking
I don't know,
straight
we'll have
down
to look
that
at it
ledge
later.
to the right.
We've got enough armor here. We're just trying to.
You gotta keep fogging up. Yeah, I mean, if I get in the head, that is what it is, I guess. I blatantly saw him point a gun over the bed. If he moves anymore, I'm shooting again.
This is not turning on.
Oh, they got another drone.
It's doing something weird. So when you push it in the second click, is it going? Okay.
Is that blood in the wall too, or no?
Yeah, boots. Is that his boot?
I can't tell.
Zach! There's civilians on the back side! How are they not evacuated? I don't know! That's what we were told.
I need you to call all these rooms. They need to come out and go left.
You guys are shooting on my room right now. Are you guys gonna compensate? I'm supposed to, I'm in law
Future
school.
order, are you talking money?
Oh, what, you don't care?
Nah, I gotta pause that real quick. There's no way that a future lawyer... an active shooter situation, and she is literally asking for compensation right now. Yo, she deserves this, man. Oh, I can't use it. I don't have Discord open. Well, never mind. Hold on, let me open Discord real quick. That was an epic fail on my part. Hold on, let me load it up. Discord has to open. All right, Discord's not opening. That's fucking great. That's
Hey, yo.
no, I didn't want to play that one. That's you know what, fuck it. We'll just move past it. That's wild though. Like, he just walked out. He was like, the audacity.
That lady that was yelling at me about the. Yeah.
Folks, all of you need to get down on that side of the building. Move straight down this sidewalk.
You want me to take off from the roof there? Yep.
We got this.
I have not seen any movement at all since we engaged.
And if you get movement, put your laser above him on the bed, and I can send one through the bed.
Let's just go one by one. You guys already go 213? Clear? Yep. Sheriff's office, anybody in here?
Well, hopefully that fucking deadbolt ain't.
I think he's down. I see his head. You see the head? Yeah, I see the head. They toss a bang right in from there. You might get a reaction if he's still alive.
I know I shot like probably 7-8 rounds.
All these people need away. Need over here. Get away from this window.
Extra set of eyes for him. So you guys can
This is our first day on the basic patrol.
Wow, it's the first day of training.
What's it say on there, Skip?
Aircraft and geos unable to take. I'm assuming off. He cuts it off.
We're geofenced from the airport. We're trying to get it up.
They're waiting on confirmation from the airport.
Nobody has got. Yeah, I think this is Jackson, Ohio. So wow.
Okay. I just hope we got everybody out. It sounds like, okay, so when we initially showed up, they said that was all evacuated. I saw people in that back corner. When I talked to Billy, I was like, what the f***? He said that it was, people must have just came back being idiots.
They got a robot going in.
Why is it so spicy?
This is the stupidest. Yeah, we could have done last 4 or 5 rooms.
They're yelling over there to get out of there. Hold that. Yep. Come back
Wow. It just goes to show how like uncommunicative like other departments are with each other. Because you got SWAT there, you got marshals, who it's technically Marshall's scene. Then you got local police and state police, and then you got off-duty police.
How many rounds went in and out that one?
So you're telling me all those people were sitting in there?
Well, that's what I'm worried about with that room 200. They're firing into that. In that. So I'm knocking on that room 200 right here on in. Them could be laying in there dead.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's gonna throw a bang through there, see if he gets a reaction.
Listen, man, I really hope that they didn't fucking kill anybody, but they possibly could have.
I got nothing on my end, no.
When that smoke clears, see if that body part's still just sitting exactly where it was.
Mike, did that leave you a hole big enough to get your robot through? No, not big enough.
Gonna go off.
Yeah.
Drone's a no-go.
Big drone's a no-go. Tell him to get a drone. I don't know where he gets it from.
No, we have it. He can't fly it.
They got it locked.
Unlock it from the airport.
He's still there. Didn't move.
You want to try to get another one?
Throw another bang?
Yeah, another bang.
Robot's in there. Right on him.
He's down. He's down.
Hang on.
Hey, Zach.
Yep.
He's down.
All right, did he pull the pins on those?
Yeah.
All right, have him deploy him and then we'll go.
Alright, well, he's down, man.
Good measure.
Which means
As
he's
soon
probably
as the
dead.
smoke dissipates, shield up.
Hang on. Don't be in a hurry.
Dead body.
Yes! Yes! Yeah. I want to bang over top while the robot's watching. If it is, we can hold and then get in there. You want to bang? You were going to less lethal him. No, I want to bang. You want to less lethal him too, less lethal him. But I want to bang on the back side of the bed where he's at. And then Mike's going to watch.
All right, robot still has eyes.
I'm assuming bang is their code word for they want to just shoot him if he moves.
Off gun.
I could be wrong.
No movement. No movement.
You want to make entry?
Let's go confirm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's dead.
Extinguisher! Get check. Fire. Get a fire extinguisher in. We got a fire.
He's probably fucking burning his corpse. What a way to go out, man. He's fucking burning alive. Or burning dead, I guess.
Right here. Is the bathroom clear? Hey.
Zero communication.
You not? There is no pin. Hey, dude. There's no pin. Get another fire extinguisher, please. Here. Coming out. Hey, turn that the faucet on. Watch out! Just stop on. Hey, bring some more in here. The bed's on fire. The bed's on fire.
Oh my god.
Yes! 51 in plain view. Suspect down. Another 51 under him. Right here.
Yep, no, I'm getting some fresh air.
Space secured.
He's got multiple pistols here.
I want all
he got
those apartments
multiple
on the backside check. Make sure
pistols.
nobody's hurt in any of those apartments.
Wow.
No.
Numerous pistols.
Just hold.
Lewis is good. He's got hit in the arm, didn't break anything. So
Lewis,
other than
like our Lewis?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's the one.
I didn't know we had anyone got hit.
See, I was gentle because I didn't want to cause damage.
They're still usable.
First time driving the bear.
I hope you done that.
I was gentle as I could, legit.
I'm gonna keep this on for now, just because.
He's like a
I'm
young
my
kid
ass.
too.
That looks nice. The truck.
Yeah. He's got a gun in his hand. What's the rest of his hand? He's still got his finger on the trigger. Ask him if they want him out there. Do you want guns moved? They're in his hand.
Remove it so they can treat it.
What the f are we doing? Hey, do we want him out?
What's left
Do
of
we
his
want
head?
him out?
He's smiling like the best day of his life. That's damn right.
Mike.
So those are the guns that he used. I don't know if you could see them. That's the gun he used. So it looks like he did have like a somewhat Magnum, and I'm guessing this was the automatic one that he was using.
Mike. No, I'm not either. Give us a no signs of life. He's shot.
Is he obviously deceased? Call it in, okay?
He ain't hitting the head. I don't think he is either. No. Next said he's dead. Cops said leave him lay.
I leave it in there.
Never mind. He said it's out. Shut it down, but BCI's gonna need it. Just check him, Paul.
Let's check for a pulse one more time. Yeah, he is not hitting the head. Yeah, there's a pulse. There's a pulse? No, total. Oh.
No pulse.
Pretty good from the outside.
Threats neutralized, folks. Everybody can either go back inside or leave. It's up to you. They're no longer with us.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Let's not disturb the
You did a good. You did a good job. You fucking probably didn't even do anything. You probably just stood over there the whole time.
That's a lot of gunfire, right? That was nuts.
Suspect is confirmed dead at 157. How many of those went through?
It's been 2 hours and 51 minutes since the original arrival.
I'm gonna step out. I'm getting a little queasy. Yeah.
Officers searched the remaining rooms. There were no other individuals injured. Afterwards, they made contact with the individuals who recorded and voiced their opinions throughout the hours-long incident.
Why couldn't y'all help us out earlier?
Oh,
Y'all didn't
God,
care
these
earlier,
fucking people.
and you only care now because we opened the door freaking out on y'all.
No, that's not.
That's what it feels like, though, because you guys think
Yeah, he just doesn't give a
What
shit.
can we do to help you out right now? Because you're
Let me out. Like, I'm trying to go. Like, I don't want to be here.
I completely see where you're coming from. Okay? In a situation like this, we did the best we could for a little bit of time that we had. Let's just be thankful that everybody's safe.
Can I send the city a bill for me not being able to get out and work?
Before anything even happened,
I haven't
What
been
do you
able
need a bill for?
to get out and work all day.
If you and your kids were to come out right here while he's shooting out his door right here, how could we have saved you? The easiest thing.
Like, he's clearly like, these are 3 adults and like I guess 2 kids. The fact that they are not using critical senses to think for themselves is actually
And the
mind-boggling.
safest for you guys and your
I'm
kids
glad that this
was
officer is
telling you
talking to
take
them, but you
cover.
could tell he
Yeah,
does not
officer
give a
right
shit
here
about
getting shot.
anything they're saying.
We've seen everything.
Okay, do you understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to leave.
Okay, that's fine.
Security footage shows these bystanders remained in their room for at least the next few hours, during which it appears their dog got loose, ran under caution tape, and among officers before going back inside. Regarding the suspect, James was killed during the exchange of gunfire. However, the publicly provided BCI summary redacts the coroner's autopsy as required by Ohio law, concealing the details behind his cause of death. The report does detail that 9 officers fired their rifles during the shooting incident. Investigators recovered 147
She's been
rifle
annoying. I would have
casings linked
cursed
to
her out.
officers,
That's crazy.
15 casings from inside James's room, and at least 39 identifiable less lethal rounds, excluding the dozens upon dozens of pepperball ammunition. BCI cautioned the true number of shots fired may have been even higher. Investigators found James with 2 handguns and 4 additional loaded magazines in the room with him. In his truck, he had 3 additional firearms, along with magazines and ammunition. BCI's investigation found James fired first, continued shooting toward officers and the public, and was given multiple opportunities to surrender. Reports indicate officers...
Damn, so I just hope he went out painfully, I would say. All right, let's see what else we got. They're doing a fucking 24-hour live stream. Let's see. Is there anything else we can watch? I don't want to really, like, focus too heavily on that. Let's see. What else can we... Oh, I thought that was my cousin for a second. Let's see. Like trying to find other videos we could watch. Let's see. Donating $1, then 1,000 to see if they show gratitude. What kind of a... Oh, appreciate that coupon. I gotta decide. You said okay. All right. We'll find something. Let's see. Dude, there's like so many of these like Midwestern like body cam videos. I don't always want to like do a body cam video, but I might because like that's like the only thing you can fucking watch. Let's see. Should we do podcasts? Like just like fucking No, because I don't want to spoil that movie in case nobody's watched it yet. Maybe reaction videos? You said no? No reaction videos? Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's do comedy, I guess. Let's see. This would be so much easier if I had like a bunch of people. Well, fuck it, we'll just watch
With
this.
one of the best seasons of Rick and Morty coming to an end, with an incredible, heartbreaking finale, it made me think back to the other season finales of the show, to see how they all compared. Sure, Rick getting thrown into prison was a great shift for his character, and left fans with the longest wait for a follow-up we've ever gotten. Or there was Evil Morty's diabolical plan to escape the central finite curve, which finally gave us major lore reveals we had been craving ever since the show first came out. But there's one episode that might not only go down as the best season finale the show will ever have, but possibly the best episode of the show as a whole. An episode that didn't have insanely complex visuals or lore, and can be watched almost devoid of any context. An episode that resonates deeply with the universal themes and struggles that everyone will experience at some point in their lives. An episode that, despite following similar dream sequence episodes,
guys, let me know down in the comments, do you guys watch Rick and Morty?
We've seen countless times before, delivered a twist that was masterfully done. This is Rick and Morty's magnum opus, Fear No Mort. The episode begins with Rick and Morty going through some horror attraction, but because of the amount of shit they've been through—
Look at this, Morty! Look at my fucking hand! Look at this shit!
This obviously doesn't affect them at all. That's when this suave but creepy guy in a suit shows up and says that he can take them somewhere that will—
You never watched Rick and Morty before, Rebecca, over on TikTok? Oh my god, you're missing out.
100% give
this is just a reaction right now, though.
Denny's.
Pathetic! That was absolutely shocking!
Inside, however, there's something called the hole.
If you guys want me to change it though, just let me know and I'll change it to
I
something
always
else.
loved the flickering lights and uncomfortable, unsettling imagery making this bathroom feel so eerie. The way this hole works, according to the VHS tape, is very simple. You jump in, the hole manifests your greatest fear, you conquer it, and jump out.
Chad, what do you think your greatest fear might be? Let me know it down in the comments below. Mine is heights and sharks. I hate both of them.
Sounds easy enough, right? I mean, we've seen extremely similar plots in various other media. He also explains that the hole essentially feasts on your fear, making it a win-win situation, if you manage to get out. I really like how the man looks so ghastly in the last few frames before the VHS cuts out, showcasing that this hole is far more terrifying than our main characters would ever think. Now, despite the duo walking away from it at
You don't
first,
like bridges,
Morty runs
Rebecca,
back
on
and
TikTok?
jumps in. Of course, we see a bunch
Coupon,
of
if you're
wild
still
and
watching, let me know what
disgusting
your
creatures terrorizing Morty,
fear
but Rick
is.
jumps in after and saves him. And that would be it, right? It's at this point you realize that everything in that hole means something. Hence why when Rick's gun dissipates, he claims that the hole thinks he's scared of not having a gun. That doesn't really matter though, as he takes a photo of the two of them, plastering it on the wall and heading back home. Fear 100% Oh, what the hell is this? What I appreciate here is, given just how ridiculous the side of this is, Rick and Morty instantly realize that they're
Still in the hole!
This already alleviates the lingering question the audience would always have while watching this episode. Are they still in the hole? It's the Matrix all over again. How can you tell what's real and what isn't? At this point, Rick and Morty simply assume that everything happening right now is a manifestation of the hole. I mean, how on earth could Diane be here? Presumably from the same day she died, when 5 episodes earlier, it was revealed she was erased across infinity. Because of this, the two speculate about what that actually represents, with Rick stating,
Your greatest fear is me getting Diane back and being happy again.
What? Why?
Because then I won't need you.
What kind of backhanded-ass theory is that?
This is actually hilarious when you know the ending to this episode. With that, they take Diane out for ice cream, which is funny when you remember that the same day she died, Rick was ready to take out her and—
Actually, you know what? Here, we're gonna change it to this reaction thing of Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Actual Easter eggs and really hard to spot details in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's apparently a great power that I have that Aunt May says makes me special. I'm Eric Boss of the New Rockstars channel, and this is a complete breakdown of every Easter egg and reference and detail you missed in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
I feel like this is a perfect video for me. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so I love reacting to stuff like this. Just want to quickly make sure. Yeah, I still haven't gotten takedown on YouTube.
Can't wait to share them with you with this scene-by-scene breakdown of Destin Daniel Cretton's amazing film. A breakdown that might be one of our longest, most in-depth breakdowns we've ever done on this channel. Spoiler warning!
An hour and 26. Yep, I know what I'm doing for the next fucking
I am wearing our Spidey Who's
hour and a half.
Available at our merch store, nerdriot.shop. A huge thanks to you, Gibby. A New Day, he actually took the Homecoming theme and subtracted notes from it in order to represent the missing elements of Peter's life now. Similarly, over this opening Marvel Studios title card, something has been erased here too. Peter. We start with concept art and poster art of Peter from Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man
See, I
No
didn't
Way
pay
Home,
this
and
much
then
attention.
Instead of iconic MCU script lines like the opening title bumper normally has, here we see script lines of Peter and Doctor Strange's exchange near the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, when Peter told Doctor Strange to go through with the memory wipe spell, the runes of Kafkal, in order to close these rifts in reality.
See, this was crazy. I wish they did more like with this scene, but they
So the
just
line
did
here is
not.
Peter saying, cast a new spell, make everyone forget me. And Doctor Strange saying, it would be as though you never existed. And then Peter saying, I know, do it. And then we see the golden ring of those runes of the memory wipe spell as it bursts outward. And then shots from all these past films of Peter with others as he vanishes from the frame. From No Way Home, MJ reading the newspaper, the headline, Peter Parker and his spider minions. Remember, Peter laid beside her on that rooftop with his head on the chemistry textbook. Now he vanishes so that she's by herself in this frame. Technically, that newspaper would have also warped so that Spider-Man never would have been outed by Mysterio. But remember, the memory wipe spell just left out the part of Mysterio's message that outed Peter. There was still the part of the broadcast where Mysterio blamed Spider-Man.
I honestly didn't like that they killed Mysterio. Like, I feel like he would have been like a great like villain later on in the series, but you know, it is what it
for
is.
everything that happened in London. So now in this memory, MJ's just reading some article about how Spider-Man's an asshole. And then this shot from Far From Home where MJ and Peter walk in Prague, this was right when MJ deduced that Peter was Spider-Man. Peter vanishes from this shot. And then from No Way Home on the right of the frame here, we see Peter in the icy Sanctum Sanctorum with MJ and Ned. And then Peter vanishes from this. And then from Homecoming on the left of the frame here, Peter's at the lunch table with Ned in the moment they fawned over Liz Allen. And then behind Ned on the inner top of the R, Aunt May is folding laundry. I think this is from Homecoming. And then on the right, on the lower leg of the R of Marvel, MJ and Peter are on Tower Bridge kissing from the end of Far From Home, but Peter vanishes from that. And then on the further right, on the other leg of the R of Marvel, Ned and Peter are sitting beside each other on the tour bus in Far From Home. Peter vanishes from that. And then above that, on the curved part of the R of Marvel, Peter's facing Green Goblin in the final battle of No Way Home, but notice he does not vanish here. Maybe because Norman Osborn and Peter Parker from Earth 96283 still remember that Peter is Spider-Man, because that spell did not affect people in other universes. And then on
Wait, if it didn't affect people in other universes, then I wonder if that changes like how they're gonna set up his storyline in Doomsday. Dre, I appreciate the likes on the live. I appreciate that, man.
On the far right, on the left arm of the V, MJ is standing next to the crown jewels in the Tower of London vault in Far From Home. Peter wasn't around her for that memory anyway. And then back at the top of the A of Marvel, the moment Peter said goodbye to MJ and Ned before the spell in the sunrise in No Way Home. And then as we pull away from the letters and we see M-A-R-V-E-L, we see Aunt May in the M, Ned in the A, Peter in the R. This is from the final battle of No Way Home, and MJ in the V. And I think that's Doctor Strange's spell glowing in the E. And the final Marvel Studios title appears over the Spider-Man mask. So we open this film on Peter Parker in his new apartment in Manhattan. And
A lot of people are saying they don't understand how he could afford like all this stuff while being, you know, broke. I kind of agree with them. Like, I don't really... I know they were kind of going for the Insomniac route of Spider-Man, which if you never played the Insomniac version of Spider-Man, he had like a little bit of tech, but I wouldn't say he had like this much tech. He definitely sure as shit did not have a 3D printer. I thought that was a little much. Or a flip phone.
Storage loft that he must have
Teach
gotten
their
on the
own.
cheap and moved into.
I personally
since
thought the movie
last
was
place
okay.
We saw him move into in No Way Home's epilogue. Peter has a new self-built suit fabricator device, 3D printing repairs to his suit. Gone is the Stark tech that he used to do this kind of thing in past MCU films. Now all of Peter's tech must have been engineered by himself. And you can see on his dresser his old sewing machine, the one that he used to make the suit that he was wearing at the end of
I kind of wish they kept the sewing machine almost to make it look like he made like the suit from this type of fabric, but it is okay.
Over this, we hear Peter's voice. Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but I have something to tell you that's going to sound crazy, but it's the truth, and I know you're going to believe me because you're very good at telling when I'm lying, as we'll see in a moment.
I did like these web shooters though. Like, I thought these were pretty cool.
These are the words to Peter's letter to MJ, a letter that MJ will eventually read in this movie and believe him because she's good at telling when people are lying. This is a letter that he nearly gave her in the final minutes of No Way Home in the donut shop, but stuffed in his pocket instead. Now he keeps it in that same coffee cup that MJ gave to him. Peter is calibrating his web shooters with the help of his new AI assistant, Evie. No, Evie does not stand for Eric Voss, but she is voiced by Naomi Watts, the first major screen actress Tom Holland worked with in the 2012 film The Impossible, an actress that he really credited with teaching him how to conduct himself as a professional actor on a film set. So I really love how Tom's first on-screen mommy guides him throughout this movie.
Okay, he could have went without saying on-screen mommy, but
Peter has his own wall covered in less friendly neighborhood villains that he's...
I wish that we did see a lot more scenes like this. Also, now that you kind of look at it, what the fuck is that cop even aiming at? He looks like he's just not aiming at anything. You see what I mean? Like he's got his partner dead on the ground, but his gun, like the way he's kind of angled the gun, it kind of looks like he's aiming at Spider-Man's knee.
been tracking lately. In a pop-up reconstruction of the set, we can see that it has various daily...
The screen froze again. Jesus Christ. Might have to restart. Okay, there we go.
Bugle print edition front pages about Boomerang, Tombstone, Scorpion, and Tarantula. Throughout this opening montage, he will take their photos off of this board as he brings them down. There is a clipped note at the top reading "Great power, great responsibility," as he tries to apply the wisdom that Aunt May gave him before she died. On Peter's desk, you can see containers of gold and bronze colored substances. I'm assuming these are part of the high polymer ingredients that he mentions to Ned later that go into his webbing. In Spider-Man Homecoming, Peter's web fluid 3.01 contains salicylic acid, toluene, and methanol. I assume he uses even more efficient stuff now. Peter finds the letter that he wrote.
See, that's interesting how they kind of like look that deep into it. Like I would have never even done that.
In this cup, as if he forgot that it even existed and hadn't read it in a while. And his voiceover goes on. We used to know each other. We were together, but something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget me.
Now, I'm just going to say this as a personal fan of Spider-Man. I've loved Spider-Man ever since I was a kid. Like, Tobey's by far my favorite. I don't like how in Brand New Day, they carried over John Watts' problems with his trilogy, because I personally did not really like any of the trilogy Spider-Mans, unless it was Far From Home. Or not Far From Home, it was No Way Home. I just didn't like them that much, and this is part of the reason why, is that we're still working on the whole nobody remembers me bit. I personally wish that Spider-Man and / Peter Parker would have went to college, met maybe Gwen Stacy, maybe met Felicia Hardy, Harry Osborn, even though we know that in the last movie, you know, Harry Osborn may not exist in New York yet, but it would have been interesting
Peter's
to see.
phone buzzes with a notification from Ned's Instagram account about how Ned and MJ's first day at MIT. Remember, when Peter asked Dr. Strange to carry out the Runes of Kafkal Memory Wipe spell at the end of No Way Home, he erased the scandalous history that kept Ned and MJ, from their association with Peter, from getting into their dream school. Now, those two have gotten into MIT, along with Flash Thompson, while Peter stayed in Manhattan studying...
Which actually, the fact that they kind of got rid of Flash Thompson like altogether, like it's kind of fucked. Like he just does not show up in Brand New Day at all.
Thompson, while Peter stayed in Manhattan studying for the GED, so that would set this scene sometime around August or September 2024 in the MCU timeline, or 8 to 9 months after the final shot of No Way Home. But the rest of this montage will show Peter's adventures over the next 4 years while the others are at school. Now, Peter's phone in this movie is a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 at $1,100 at the cheapest, and
you see what I mean? That's kind of why I'm like, how the fuck could he afford that?
All his fancy equipment and treadmill, we are wondering how
and
Peter is making enough
he has a Peloton
money to afford all of this stuff. Maybe when he showed Yelena his feet in the bathhouse, he was kind of promoting his OnlyFans. Ned's Instagram account name is The Grateful Ned 42. This is a play on The Grateful Dead, and 42, the big magic number from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Jackie Robinson's number, and in the animated Spider-Verse movies, the universe of the spider that bit Miles Morales, the universe where Miles G. Morales comes from. That will factor in big to Beyond the Spider-Verse coming next year. Since this movie's post-credit scene shows Ned's Spidey Tracker app finding a new location for Peter or some other Spider-Man in space, maybe it's all a clue that Ned, through his portal sorcery that he randomly had in No Way Home, is the key to the live-action Spider-Verse.
See, that would be funny, but highly doubt it. I really hope that they go the Hobgoblin route with Ned, even though he's not the original Hobgoblin. I
Way
hope
of
that
tracking
they do
Spider-Man,
anyway.
including Miles Morales or Gwen Stacy, or maybe even Tobey Maguire's Peter 2 from alternate.
See, if he returns in Doomsday like they're saying that he is going to, I really, really hope they don't kill him. I've already told my girlfriend if they did, or if they do, I'm leaving the theater. I am not watching my hero die.
Earths when they arrive via incursions. In the past, Kevin Feige has indicated that they can't really bring in the live-action Miles Morales, who we know exists in this universe from the lines of Donald Glover's Aaron Davis in Spider-Man Homecoming.
I don't want those weapons in this neighborhood. I got a nephew who live here. Yeah, sorry, Miles. I'm not gonna make it.
Feige has said that he can't bring in a live action Miles until after Beyond the Spider-Verse concludes, but that's coming in less than 12 months at this point. And I feel like part of that answer is going to come from this Across the Spider-Verse cameo by a live action Donald Glover as the Prowler from some other universe. Tom Holland did say in a recent Empire interview that he wants to be the one to mentor Miles.
Yeah, Dana already said that she is going to be very upset with me if I do that. So she knows already that if like, oh my God.
And or Gwen in a future film, saying whether that is a Miles Morales or a Spider-Gwen, I would love to be a part of setting up the next chapter like Downey did for me. Now we see this stunning shot of Peter suited up, sitting on the underside of a steel construction beam with his feet pointed toward the sky in a cityscape of New York City beneath him, looking like it's above him in this inverted shot. It's just a classic trippy Spider-Man pose that we saw in an early scene with Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy in the animated Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I love how this displays Spider-Man's emotional distance from our society. Like he's using his adhesive bonding to surfaces and what must require attentive concentration just to feel like he's dangling over an abyss that would take him into the stratosphere, while he forces the city that he feels duty bound to protect to stay behind him. Yet those
I really like the suit though, like in this movie, because it felt more comic booky than, like I said, John Watts' Spider-Man. Like the whole like mask being above his head and his face, like that's an iconic move from the comics. The I think it was like leather or polyester or whatever the hell that the suit was made of. That definitely felt really like nice to see
skyscrapers
in
are really
live action.
clenching down on him like the teeth of a giant monster. It's just interesting how in this movie's post-credit scene, it's gonna locate a new Spider-Man in space, and that's where Peter's feet are pointed to here in this shot. Peter's voiceover concludes, because I'm not just Peter Parker, I'm Spider-Man. And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. Maybe I'll never read this to you. Maybe I'm just writing this for me. Maybe that's my responsibility, to live alone with truth. But the truth is, MJ, that I love you, and I hope that deep down something inside you remembers that you love me too. Maybe that's my responsibility, to live alone with the truth? Right now, at this point in his life, Peter is not fully understanding the wisdom that his Aunt May gave him. With great power comes great responsibility isn't a demand that you live alone for the rest of your life. And as Jean Grey will pose him the question that he has to choose whether he's Peter or whether he's Spider-Man, ultimately Peter will conclude he's both of those things. Peter has a new suit design in this film, and it looks awesome. The suit that he wore at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home was described in that screenplay as, quote, a blue and red suit, new for him, but reminiscent of the suits he's seen before. And in the screenplay pages released by director Destin Daniel Cretton in this movie, they really doubled down that this new design was inspired by the suits worn by the Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire variants of Peter Parker that he met in that movie. You can really see that with the raised webbing on the red fabric.
Yeah, I did like this like attention to detail a lot. Like, although the web shooters kind of look a little funky, I still like this a lot, and I hope that they go more the organic webbing route now that we know that he can do this in the movie. But we'll see what happens.
Something that we haven't really seen since the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire era, in the specific shade of blue, recalling the Mark Webb, Andrew Garfield era. And really just the way the suit fits, with a certain looseness that allows the air to ripple through it, resulting in a natural fit that really made Andrew Garfield's suit one of the best looking on film. And the suit has a new chest logo to represent this new, brand new day era. Gone is the squat, techie spider logo from the Home trilogy, representing Peter's hardwired collaboration with Tony Stark. Now we have this long-limbed spider with thick clawed legs that stretch up far and down his chest, representing the fact that this guy is getting arachnid organic webbing. To execute the vision of a Spider-Man in this new era, removed from the desaturated StarkTech nanotech armor designs that Peter had before, Destin Daniel Cretton assembled a dream team of department heads. Director of photography Brett Pollack, Cretton's past collaborator from Short Term 12, The Glass Castle, that also had Sadie Sink in it, and Just Mercy, VFX supervisor Jerome Chen, who worked on the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, really the best live-action web-swinging action that we've seen prior to this film, longtime costume designer Sanja Milkovic Hayes, stunt and fight coordinator Finn Zhang, who choreographed fights.
I'm gonna stand up real quick, chat. We're gonna raise the
really
table
out the reds and saturated midtones of the natural lighting that Pollack shot in. I really don't like comparing this movie to John Watts' work in Spider-Man No Way Home, because that movie was shot during COVID with impressive efficiency, and it was really a miracle that they even could get a movie that good out in December 2021. Without the work of Watts and his crew on that movie, hundreds of movie theaters in North America would have had to shut down. That movie really did save our industry. And speaking of No Way Home, over this montage, we hear TV on the Radio's 2006 track, Wolf Like Me, the music video for which was shot by John Watts. In addition to it being a sick track, I wonder...
You said the gym is working, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I don't think it is, though. I appreciate it, though. Considering I only go, like, basically 2 days, or... Oh. One of my lights unplugged.
Oopsies.
Give me 1 second, chat. All right. There we go.
Cretton added it here as a nod to Watt's pre-MCU work. Peter catches this guy in a green suit. It's an exact restaging of the cover of Amazing Fantasy 15, the first ever comic appearance of Spider-Man from August 10th, 1962, posed this way to match Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko's cover art. In that first issue, the cover art isn't anything that we see Spider-Man do in this origin story. The green-suited guy is just meant to be a generic thug who is retroactively named Steve, historically as a nod to Steve Ditko. A news report afterwards says that these guys were part of the Manfredi crime syndicate. The Manfredis are led by Silvio Manfredi, aka Silvermane, and in the deleted restaurant scene of Far
Take
From
the
Home,
compliment,
Peter was
damn.
fighting the Manfredis there. In Spider-Man
I appreciate
an
it.
alternate universe version of Silvermane, the Irishman Thin Burn, was played by Brendan Gleeson. Peter always catches these news reports as part of his routine to pick up flowers for the grave of Aunt May. We now see that May Parker's birth year was 1964. The birth and death years on this headstone were covered in No Way Home, but now the MCU is okay establishing those events as happening in 2024. Aunt May was not 60 when she died. She was around 54 to 55 since she dusted in a blip. We see the moment Peter moves into his attic storage loft space. This is why his apartment in this movie is different from the space he moved into at the end of No Way Home. We actually found a 3D floor plan of the set design of this, and even
I love how they got a set design of like what the room will look like. That's kind of insane. Even though we never saw the kitchen or bathroom, I feel like the kitchen is way too small. But I mean, for an addict, I mean, I feel like that's pretty
an asbestos-filled loft like this in Manhattan with a bedroom and kitchen attached and this much natural light would go for like a minimum of $3,000 a month. I mean, probably way more than that given this square footage, but you know, maybe fewer people want to live in Manhattan in the MCU given the recent Sentry-caused shame shadows from Thunderbolts and how bad things must have gotten in every big city during the blip, and maybe those whales in the Hudson are just really loud. During a snowy winter month, Peter wears a vest and knit cap. Peter has to wear outerwear now because the heaters that used to be in his suit were custom add-ons from the Stark Tech suit in Homecoming, installed by Tony Stark after his experience with cold after the icing over of his armor in the first Iron Man film and him nearly getting hypothermia in Tennessee in Iron Man 3. Now that Peter's suit was made by himself, he has to intentionally add layers for cold weather. Actually, I found this vest. It's an original Breakburn Outfitters make. This whole look of Peter is also something that we saw him wearing in 2018's The Amazing Spider-Man number 795. Peter is fighting Matt Gargan, the Scorpion, Michael Mando.
Honestly, I do wish that they kind of gave him more screen time. Like, I feel like there wasn't really enough screen time to really introduce how he became the Scorpion, what kind of led him to get his suit, where did he get this suit from, and, you know, stuff like that. I think that the Tinkerer from the first movie would be nice to have like a callback, but who knows.
We last saw him in Spider-Man Homecoming when he was seeking weapons from Adrian Toome's crew on the Staten Island ferry, then knocked into the water and arrested and imprisoned on Rikers Island, where we saw his scorpion neck tattoo as he vowed to put Spider-Man's head in a dryer. It's not clear in this moment how Matt Gargan got out of prison, but in Morbius, we saw Adrian Toomes teleport to another universe out of that prison, and maybe between the chaos of the blip and everything that happened during No Way Home, Gargan was just able to escape. Gargan now has his scorpion exoskeleton suit, and it looks awesome. He never had that in Homecoming, but there was one subtle line indicating that Adrian Toomes and his Tinkerer Phineas Mason did at least build it.
We still have to do the Gargan deal, though, right?
Yeah, but then that's it.
This armor has a green color to it as a nod to Scorpion's look in the comics, and
guess that just answered my question.
If you look closely at his uppercut attack on Peter, Gargan controls the tail movement with his
Chad, I'm gonna have to
doing
roll
the
my
uppercut.
back out.
I really love this functionality. This framing is a restaging of Alex Saviuk's comic book cover art from 1994's Spider-Man Adventures #2, a tie-in comic with the Fox Kids Spider-Man animated series that was airing at the time. Actually, when talking about all the comic covers that they recreated for this movie, Destin Daniel Cretton said that they had to shoot these slow motion shots at 420 frames per second, which is insane. That's 14 times slower than a normal frame rate of 30 frames per second. Cretton said that there wasn't room for acting choices in such a small gap of time, but that Tom Holland, within that 1/14 of a second, could control his body well enough in order to strike these kinds of expressive poses. I specifically love the detail of the knit cap flying off of Peter's head. In order to get that, you know how hard it would be to place that at first, to time it for it to fly off just like that? To finish this fight, Peter quips to Gargan, "Let's end this on a high note, yeah?" And then he knocks him out with a mini grand piano. Next, we see the MCU debut of Tombstone, Lonnie Lincoln, played by Marvin Jones III, aka rapper Crundon. This shot recreates Sal Buscema's cover art from 1988's Spectacular Spider-Man 142, really the most iconic Tombstone cover. He asks, "If I drop you here, how long would it take for you to hit the ground?"
Chat, I don't know if you guys roll your back often, but...
from The Bear as Detective Gene DeWolf. DeWolf is a detective.
Damn, you called your dog Justin? What's your dog's name?
The 1985 Death of Gene DeWolf storyline, where she dies at the hands of the Sin Eater. Actually, in this scene of the movie, there is a shout out to the writer of that storyline, Peter David, with the storefront sign that reads P. David's Services. New York One news host Pat Kiernan makes another Marvel cameo as himself. He previously was the one who broke
it's not just
Mysterio footage that outed Peter Parker.
Your dog probably looked at you so funny then. You was probably like, what the fuck?
As crime rates have dropped to a record low thanks to Spider-Man's heroics. This movie is titled Brand New Day after a particular
His name is
Spider-Man
Atlas.
Oh,
that's
in
cute.
2008, following the One More Day storyline in which Mephisto granted Peter's wish that the world would forget that Peter is Spider-Man, including erasing his relationship with MJ. And this era re-established Peter as a classic anonymous, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in a somewhat restored era of street-level conflicts and drug dealers, gangs, and other similar criminals. The montage shows Peter taking out more low-level supervillains, all in slow-motion shots recreating other classic comic covers, starting with Boomerang, restaging Eric J. Larson's cover art for 1991's Amazing Spider-Man 345. Boomerang Fred Myers was a Spider-Man villain from 1966.
Like, see, I wish they showed more of like who Boomerang like was. Imagine though, like imagine somebody really named their pet after me. That would be funny.
That ended his baseball pitching career and fell into the crime organization called the Secret Empire. We found out from an art book related to this film that each of these boomerangs have different explosive abilities. Next, Tarantula, restaging Tarantula's first appearance in Ross Andrews' cover art of The Amazing Spider-Man 134 from 1974.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, you can't even tell that looks like
one of Tarantula's foot blades on this boat, just as there is on the cover. There's a cop here aiming a gun with his hand on another cop whom Tarantula had just injured. Tarantula, Anton Miguel Rodriguez, was a South American terrorist who ends up working for the Brand Corporation, who wears razor-clawed boots and gloves that are tipped with toxin that render his victims unconscious. Then Ramrod, restaging Bob Wycheck's cover art of The Amazing Spider-Man number 221 from 1981, when Spider-Man jumps to allow Ramrod to...
You said, I'll find whoever names their dog that. I don't even know if that was English. What the fuck?
Ramrod is a cyborg with metal plating on his head, shoulders, and chest. Originally introduced in Daredevil.
I'll make fun of whoever names their dog after me. That'd be fucked up.
And Moondragon is a cyborg weapon against Daredevil. He faces Spider-Man in the 1981 comic in a plot by Ramrod to develop a potion that will make people go into a rageful frenzy and then die shortly after. Billy Clements played Ramrod.
Context clues, Jay. Dear God.
He was grateful to make it in the film, considering they shot lots of other scenes with recognizable actors that were removed from the final cut. Kind of curious who else they had in mind for this movie. Pat Kiernan also said that Spider-Man defeated the Hand, whom we see Peter leaping toward in this.
This is another scene where they just added this and then that was it. Like they didn't even fucking do much with this.
No, Daredevil was not VFX scrubbed out of this shot. The Hand represents an ancient order of ninjas, first introduced in live action in the Daredevil series in the Netflix era. Their goal then was to defeat death and attain immortality by digging up the bones of an ancient dragon buried beneath Midland Circle in New York City. Remains that they used along with human.
400 followers? Am I? Hold on, let me look at my TikTok. Could you imagine if we have 400 followers? Yeah, 344. I think somebody unfollowed me. I think I was at like 345 earlier. I'll respond to that later. Yeah, usually my followers kind of like up and down, but 344, that's actually insane.
Scale of 1 to 10.
I noticed that TikTok isn't really pushing my live or my lives out just because it's like repurposed content. Hold on, I'm just posting these 2 new clips to my story. like the one video had like 313 views, and then I kind of just saw it kind of like took like a nosedive. I appreciate it, Rebecca. Yeah, I can't believe that I was able to grow this much within like a month.
The leaders of the Hand had used this to stay alive for centuries, but they used the last of it to resurrect Elektra Nachios into the weapon known as Black Sky. The Hand was supposedly defeated as of the Defenders crossover series in 2017, but this movie suggests that all these years later, the Order carried on with these 5 or 6 left with their bright red Frank Miller era clothes. This movie really uses the Hand as a visual flourish to stage some really cool looking action, especially in the final battle in the prison, but I'm not sure how much the creative team working on this movie watched the Netflix shows or understood what the Hand was really trying to do back then. Peter receives the key to the city from new mayor Sheila Rivera. Sabrina Guevara returns here from Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus, where Sheila was Mayor Wilson Fisk's chief of staff. But when Fisk was forced to resign at the end of season 2, it seems that she has stepped up, at least as interim mayor. The city's general support for Spider-Man now represents a full 180.
I'm sorry, I'm just tired, you know.
Dress called out Spider-Man as a vigilante.
Probably gonna end stream here in like.
Who wears a skull on his chest, or a man who dresses in a spider outfit.
Peter plays with his key to the city while he sits with his bruised legs next to his building.
I know I started a bit late. I think I started at like 5:30, so we'll go till like 8:30 today.
Where he washes his suit, reminding me of Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 2 when he did his laundry and his suit turned all of his white clothes pink. Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. When the Fun is Real shirt. Peter wore this in Homecoming when he was with Tony Stark in the car, and in No Way Home when he's being interrogated by the DODC. In this Instagram post, Ned talks about all the great memories he racked up at MIT. Night swimming in the Charles River with Jen and Wiley, the infamous food fight at the Banana Lounge. The Banana Lounge is an actual room on the MIT campus that's filled with...
I'm off on Sundays and Mondays, yes. I have work tomorrow.
Bananas.
I started
and all-nighters
8
with
a.m.
MJ and someone he calls Nate Dogg. Maybe Nate is the name of the new boyfriend played by Iman Esfandi. Ned says it feels like yesterday when he was sitting on a rooftop with MJ thinking about coming to MIT. This shows how his memory was altered by the spell. In No Way Home, Ned, MJ, and Peter all sat on the rooftop dreaming of going to MIT. We see a close-up of the Emperor Palpatine Lego minifigurine. This was how Ned first greeted Peter in Spider-Man Homecoming as they were working on their Lego Death Star together. We saw in the No Way Home final scene that Peter...
I need to update my bio. What do you mean? What does my bio say? I thought I put it for Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Kept that. As Peter exits his apartment, we see a spider in a web in his doorway. We also saw a spider in a spider web in one of the opening shots of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man as Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker ran to catch the bus. This movie will also show our Peter going through a similar physiological change. Peter calls Detective DeWolf from the bodega in this shop every time we're in here.
I said, wait, where did... You're talking about TikTok? Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Oh, are you saying like I said that like... Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, I do stream on Mondays through Fridays. I have off Sundays and Mondays.
Here, really, Bureau can be seen on the shelves. Bureau is Tom Holland's non-alcoholic beer brand. The Wolf brings up the headaches Peter has been getting as we saw him rubbing his head in the opening montage, showing how despite the particular triggers he goes through in this movie, his physical changes are something that has been coming along for a while. Peter responds to another call and runs across a rooftop, hops over an AC unit, sending us into this incredible leaping and swinging montage.
Yeah, no, so I used to stream on the weekends. What I used to do prior, before I changed my stream schedule, was I streamed Saturday nights, Sundays and Mondays. And then I'd go to the gym throughout the week, but I realized I wasn't really doing that at all. So I switched my stream schedule around to do Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8, go to the gym Saturday nights, Sunday, and then Monday. Well,
I don't think we've seen anything this good since Jerome Chen's work in the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man films. It reminds me a lot of the action we see in the Insomniac games. Peter awkwardly rolls on the diagonal building surface and then goes into a leap where we see his point of view of his boots.
Inactivity. Jesus Christ, what does it mean, inactivity? There we go.
I love how there's some sloppiness.
Sorry about that, Rebecca.
And the subjectivity as we are seeing what Peter sees. Now Peter runs down this beam.
Hey, I appreciate you being like the one person that kind of tunes in though. Like I know that some people kind of came and went, but you know, I appreciate you just sticking around. It does help out the lives a lot. And then if you're able to download Twitch, because I know you wanted me to remind you to do that. I'm trying to get 3 concurrent viewers over on Twitch, which is JamesFall09, so I can get affiliate. And then once I get affiliate, I can shoot for partner.
Eye under the mask as the eyepiece's heads-up display reflects in his eyeball. Remember, we saw Peter testing his HUD with EV earlier, and it's this new goggle and the tiny signal that it emits that MJ later deduces as responsible for his inhibitor chip on his neck not reaching his brain. I love how they set up the answer to that mystery right here in the first 10 minutes. There's another great shot from Peter's point of view, looking up at his arms as he swings toward the Empire State Building. The camera shakes like it's a GoPro strapped to Peter's head or his shoulder. And then on the next big leap, Peter just soars through the air, and notice how he takes a moment to like crack his knuckles as he looks over at the tank plowing through the street. He might also be rubbing his wrists because along with his headaches, his wrists have been aching. Peter here swings into this alley over a pipe, the kind that clotheslined Harry Osborn in the 2007 film.
Oh yeah, well shit, that's great. I love to hear that. I try to stream almost every, like I said, it really just depends on my job here. We're gonna cancel out of that. I try to stream almost every time that I'm able to after my job allows me to, because I usually get done anywhere from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Depending on where I have to drive to, I have to usually take like about an hour-ish to get from work to home. But yeah, not too bad, not too bad. This entire past week though, I've just been unable to stream. Like, it's been like on and off of whether I was able to stream or not. Partially due to how late I was starting with work, but it pays the bills, so I can't complain too much about it. Plus, they're very nice. I'm a private investigator for work, so I drive basically all around New Jersey, Philadelphia, and stuff like that. And then what I do is I just record people who are saying that they need insurance or they need to collect money for a certain thing and are actually lying. My Discord is not opening and I'm trying to get it to close so I can, what is it called? Reopen it, but I don't think it's going to let me. I might have to restart my computer. Oh no, here it is. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't really pay that well though. That's why I'm kind of like, you know, pushing more towards content creation because I enjoy content creation. I also have a Discord server if anyone wants to join that. Yeah, I don't know why this fucking triple pinged. I'm gonna have to get rid of this. Just go through this real quick. We're gonna delete the we're gonna have to change that. Yeah, like I only get paid like $21.50 an hour, so it's not like, you know, too much crazy money, but like the bi-weekly paychecks are like, they're okay. They're not like anything to write home about. But they are helping me get a new car, which is very nice. YouTube. How about you, Rebecca? I think you said that you worked at a place for older kids and stuff like that, or older adults with disabilities or something like that, like autism. Yeah, DSP. That sounds about right. Yeah, you can't really do like YouTube alerts, I guess. Okay, that's a little annoying. Well, we'll try to fix that later on. I'm just gonna see. My brother's not even. Says he's on, but he's not like on. I was gonna see if he wanted to play something with us for a little bit, see if we can get into. But what time is it? It's about to be 8 o'clock. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna probably stream till 8:30 just because I'm kind of running out of content. Chad, what do you think we should do? What do you think we should do? Should we go for another 30 or should we just end stream here? Because it is just a react day, so there's not really like much we can do. Where's Nick? So I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming with Nick, Michael, and Brayden anymore. but they are all at the bar right now. But yeah, I don't know if, I think my main people that I might stream with are just going to be my brother and his friends. Just because I've noticed, get my rest. Okay, yeah. We'll end stream today then. I appreciate everybody that tuned in today's stream. I hope everyone has a good rest of their night and stay safe out there. We'll review and see if there's any clips that we can post for the upcoming week, but expect all the clips to roll out the, from yesterday's stream to roll out by Sunday. Hey, I appreciate that, Rebecca. You have a great night as well, and I love you as well. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Stay safe out there as always, and I will see everybody in the next video on Monday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to be playing a random friend slap game with our friends. So I hope to see you guys there, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Peace out.
I've been singing this song my whole